Here's a fun fact. Lawyers have the 4th highest rate of suicide out of every single profession. That's right. We are all apparently at a relatively high risk of committing suicide. If you navigate to the ABA's Lawyer Assistance website, you will find the National Suicide Hotline listed in the #1 slot. Back when I was practicing law, I experienced this firsthand, seeing colleague after colleague have near nervous breakdown, or constantly coming into the office just ready to explode on the first person who ticked them off in even the slightest way. I also understand the pressures that come with starting your own law firm. You think that it's going to solve all your problems, but really it just adds a whole new set of stresses, as the reality of fending for yourself or providing for your family bears down on you with the full weight of a giant mortgage. As lawyers, we let these stresses and pressures take us over. We simply don't care for ourselves. In essence, we have made ourselves irrelevant. Our own well-being has become secondary to becoming a good, wildly successful lawyer. And I get it, right? There's so much competition out there with so many lawyers, and clients are becoming more savvy using tech and things like LegalZoom to save time and money. It's cutthroat out there, and you need to do everything you can in order to keep an edge. I don't have any slides, see, to kind of help me. Now, I never was on the verge of committing suicide, but I did experience a lot of these stresses during my legal career. Somewhere along the line, I had an idea for a tech company, and then the next thing you know, I'm an internet startup entrepreneur building a practice management software company. Now, the early stages of that road were very similar to the struggles of a struggling startup lawyer. But after some hard work and some good fortune, a company we had and a team and an office culture we were building. Now, here's where the similarities end. For those of you that don't know, life at a tech startup is, well, to say completely different from life at a law firm doesn't even come close to doing it justice. See, tech startup culture is all about one thing: creating a fun and creative atmosphere that's anchored by collaboration and focus. So here's what I propose. Law firms need to take a cue from startups. It's time to turn the law firm into a super fun place to work. And let me tell you a little bit about what I mean by giving you some insight into our office in San Diego. Now, all our employees don't work at individual desks. They work at these big open table-style areas. Most of the time, you won't even find them at these tables, but rather sitting in a beanbag chair, on a couch, or in a quiet room just plugging away on their laptop. Now, our average day will consist of a variety of random activities, the most frequent of which is Call of Duty on Xbox over in our game nook, and my personal favorite, which is 2 or 3 sessions of hacky sack, which will break out virtually every day. And we definitely can't forget the impromptu Nerf dart war. We also like to keep everyone very well fed with constant deliveries from Costco with all the snacks and drinks that you could possibly want. Now, I know what you're thinking. 1, I want to work there. And 2, how the hell does anything get done? Let me tell you this. Our team gets more done in a day than I've seen many lawyers get done in a week. And the reason is simple. Everyone in our office, from the very top down, truly enjoys coming into work. They actually enjoy spending time at the office. So how does it work, right? How does all this fluff make this productive workplace atmosphere? First of all, loving who you work for and where you work is critical. When you have employees who love what they do and who they do it for, they will go to battle with you and they will fight to the death. Secondly, this atmosphere, this fun that everyone has together promotes collaboration, and collaboration is so important. See, our office is mainly engineers. Engineers are super interesting type of people, and I actually think they're very similar to lawyers in a lot of ways. Engineers have very difficult problems to solve, and they're mainly logical problems. And they have a lot of tools available to them too, right? The most important of those tools is arguably history or precedents, right? Engineers are constantly going back and looking at the way someone else solved the problem and seeing how it might fit them or how they might have to alter it in order to find their own solution. Does that sound familiar? Engineers, our customer service department, our marketing department, everyone at our office works together on whatever problem that they're looking to solve. This collaboration is critical to any organization. When you have a team of incredibly smart people, it's so much better to have that collective power working on a solution together rather than just an individual working on a problem that they may be too close to in order to see the answer. As lawyers, we do the opposite. We focus too much on trying to get the answers ourselves and don't spend enough time collaborating with colleagues or friends. If we just spend a little bit more time collaborating, which we're starting to see a little bit more nowadays, we will arrive at more answers more quickly. And this will ultimately lead to a less stressful day. And this collaboration, this atmosphere is fostered through a fun work environment. So I propose that you make your office a little bit more like a tech startup. Law firms are so stereotypical, conjuring up these images of like paralegals buried in paperwork and lawyers running around in a suit, talking behind closed doors. This is not fun, and this does not promote collaboration. Add a ping pong table, add a video game console. Do something to have a little fun in your day. Empower you and your employees to enjoy their workday. It will be super scary at first, and you will think that things aren't getting done and people aren't doing their work. But I guarantee you that after just a couple weeks, you will see that not only are you and your employees so much happier, but you are also see a significant more amount of work actually getting done from you and your employees in your office. So it's time that we change the standard for what it's like to work in a law firm. More importantly, it's time to just have some fun. You are not irrelevant. Your happiness and your well-being is not important just to you, but also to your clients. It's time that we turn the law firm into a really fun place to work and take our profession off the suicide list. Thank you.